Hi everyone, it's Kate here for another Dolly update. I have tea in Dolly's. It's, oh god, it smells good. It's strawberry and rhubarb. It's a type of tea that you can either cold or hot brew. Well, I suppose technically it's an infusion and not a tea because it doesn't have any tea leaves in it. But it's amazing in the summer. I just can't. It's my go-to drink for when it's really hot because it just gives it that little bit of tastiness to the water. But I'm having it hot today because I felt like it, and now I'm kind of regretting making it hot, but it'll be okay. Just turn my monitor off because it's like right in my glasses. Okay, so yes, I am a little bit blue, literally today, because I have this ridiculous thing that I bought on like a sale site, and it's awesome. And I have Francesca to show. I got it and I thought, oh my god, this is gonna be so perfect for like a little Blythe garden, for just a freaking ridiculous diorama. And I'm planning on making like a little rooftop garden for the doll's house with. I've already got sort of the swimming pool. It's the box that their kitchen came in, and it's sort of blue tiled and it looks like a swimming pool and it's pretty cute. So I haven't got round to making like the decking for the outside, or I want to get some astroturf or something just so they can have a lawn area. And I think I'm going to make a little gazebo and then put this light up tree next to it and have a sort of ridiculous garden for my Blythes, because they totally deserve it. So for scale, I think it looks pretty good. Like Francesca can almost stand underneath it. They're both balanced on my leg there. Because I can't put it on my desk in front of me because Annabelle's lying there and I don't want to put dolls and pretend trees on her face. So so it cost all of like $10 or something. I am a real sucker for these deal sites. And I waste my money on stuff because that's what I do when I'm sad or stressed. I'm turning it off now so I'm not blue anymore. And then here's you may have seen it. Oh wow, that was a really cool effect. It kind of looks like it's... Oh, it kind of looked like it was crackling or something. I guess it's because it can't focus on it, but it's like a purple... It's just one of these plastic lights and it's in purple, and it makes me think of the dark crystal. So it's changing all the time on the screen there, but it's staying completely perfectly normal in my hand. But it just looked so cool then, like it was magical. And oh, that's cool. Awesome. Yes. So I love the dark crystal and I can't wait for the new related series to come on TV, on Netflix, I guess. Yeah, so here's Francesca, just for demonstration purposes. I really love this dress on her, and I probably should change her soon because, you know, always keeping the same outfits on your dolls. It's like, I don't really... I've had a couple of dolls that have got staining on them and it's annoying, but ultimately they're always wearing clothes anyway, so kind of don't care. But it's always like, if I find a style that really works for them, I just want to keep them with it. So, and I think this just looks adorbs. Absolutely adorbs. So, other Dolly updates. So, here is Annabelle. On the weekend, I made her a new dress, and she has her new eyes, which I can't remember if I had last time. There's this stupid little... I had a bit of embroidery thread left after doing the embroidery on her dress. Like I did the little eyelets and the string, and I thought, oh well, I'll chain it and see if I can use it for something like a belt, but it wasn't quite long enough for a belt, but it's slightly too long. Like I've tied the knot in the wrong place for holding her hair back, but I was like, oh well, I'll just put it on her head anyway. So this is her new wig. Let's see if I can brighten up the picture. Of course I can't brighten up the picture. What am I talking about? That would be like useful. Oh, there you go. Helps to poke the right bit of the screen, right? So it's kind of it looks a bit washed out on the video, but it's kind of an auburn colour, which she is supposed to be kind of a redhead. So I think auburn is better, maybe sort of chestnut. I could have gone darker, but I think this looks really nice on her. She's got that kind of winsome, ethereal quality going on. Yeah, my camera's at a slightly awkward angle, but there we go. Yeah, and so her head is either looking down or looking up. A very rakish headband there. But I made this dress on the weekend. The underdress part is shit. But... oh, God. Sorry, my cat's puking. Okay, I've tried repositioning so that the lighting's slightly better. The angle's not great. My tripods haven't arrived yet. Yeah. So I was talking about this lovely dress, and then my cat puked, and then I got annoyed with the camera. So, right, okay. So, this fabric is a sort of beautiful, like, burgundy, just nummy colour. I just adore it. Very Gryffindor. I am so obsessed. But it's got these lovely little slubs in the fabric, I think in the weft, I guess. I don't know how I would tell which way it goes, except it looks like a basic tabby weave, I think it's called. I don't know. I'm not a weaver. It's one hobby I'm trying to avoid because I know I would get really obsessed and spend all my time doing it, and I've already got too many hobbies. So, but yeah, so it cost $1, a whole frickin' $1 for the fabric for the outer dress of this. It's supposed to be a 13th century, no, 14th century, what do you call it? Kirtle. Yeah, Kirtle, that's the one. So, and it was actually a pattern for American Girl dolls. And it was the best pattern I could find on Etsy. Like, it was the one that I liked the most out of all the patterns on Etsy. Even though it wasn't really the right size. Will you stand up, missus? She says, no, I don't wanna. Right, stay. Okay, so, I printed it out at 70% and then added like 2 inches to the sleeves and the skirt length. And made her a dress. And I think it worked pretty well. I couldn't do much shaping on the waist because if I did, I couldn't pull it down over her hips. So that's, that does mean that she's a bit sort of blocky in here. But I don't mind it. I think it looks like a very serviceable, practical, everyday dress. So, that's cool and all. But the last outfit that I made, which I actually have here, if I move it, is she going to fall over? It's always a possibility. She's not very stable, and I think she's quite floppy and needs restringing, but I think I already said that I'm going to do that because I want to do her face up and body blushing. And of course, you know, it was beautiful today, and then as I'm on my way home, it starts pissing down, and there's patches of blue sky, but it's raining at the same time. Stupid Auckland. So this is the little bustier top. Did I mostly hand stitch this? Yeah. I discovered that my sewing machine does overlocking or serging or whatever you want to call it. So I did that on bits of it. The fabric, if I was to do this again, I would actually use the fray check stuff on the bodice bits. I didn't fray check it before I started sewing, and so there's bits of it where it started fraying away from the stitches where I sewed it together, and that was annoying. And I had to kind of tuck it in at the top because it was just a bit floopy. Her tits were hanging out. So, but otherwise, I think it's quite cool. I put hook and eye fastenings on the back. I just felt like it worked better than snaps. So it's actually an Elowen Wild pattern. So the pattern was for this skirt, and this little peplum jacket, which I didn't actually do quite right because I think these bits are supposed to line up to the edge of the jacket, but you know, I think it actually looks pretty good. And it's fully lined, and I hand sewed the entire thing, and I did the embroidery, just freehand. I was just like, oh yeah, sat there listening to the Wheel of Time, so of course that has got all the sort of fantasy element stuff coming through, and I'm like, oh, I know vines, and I think I was listening to the bit where they're with the travelling folk, and it's like, yeah, that kind of influenced my thinking at the time. It's been years since I read those books, so I'm having a reread, and there's still bits that aren't perfect, like here I kind of screwed it up a bit, and this was my second attempt. The first one I completely screwed up, but it's pretty cute. I'm quite pleased with it. And my friend at work, I showed her some pictures of it, and she's like, yeah, I thought you said you made that. And then I saw it and I thought, no, she kind of made that because it looks really professional. And I was like, do I feel insulted? And she's like, and then she goes, so that's really awesome. You did an amazing job. I can't believe it. I thought you said you were shit at sewing. I'm like, okay, that's all right then. It's like, because, yeah, okay, I am a bit shit at sewing, but, you know, I have my pride. So on the skirt, this fabric is massively thick. Like, I could make myself a winter dress out of it, and I wouldn't even be able to wear it much because it'd be too hot. But it's really nice with a sort of light houndstooth going on. But it did mean that the waistband was just not working at all. Like, it poofed out really bad. And so I replaced the waistband with it's chiffon stuff that I had in my fabric box. And also it meant I could take about half an inch off the length because it was slightly too long. So I think that's worked really well, just making the waistband betterer, yeah. And I didn't end up doing the whole pin it, sew one side down, fold it back over the other way, and then pin it again, and then do it. I just pinned it with all the bits inside and then went, because that's the sewing noise. Yeah. So this is a cute wee outfit. I don't really know what else to say. I like it, but it's a very different era. It's supposed to be, this outfit here is supposed to be like Outlander style. I may have already covered this. I'm sorry if I have. I just can't remember. And I actually don't watch my videos because I feel weird about watching my own videos. But yeah, so, and then my colleague made this little scarf for my doll, and it just worked really well with that outfit. I don't think it works quite as well with this dress. Yeah. So I've been angsting a lot on Instagram and Facebook about making outfits for Annabelle, because I do really like this medieval style, but there's so many different styles that I want to make. I just really like her new wig. It's really soft. It was only like $10 on AliExpress, but I really like it. Anyway, so I do like this sort of simple style, but I would like a bit more with the sort of bustier, maybe like under bust corset with like a pirate wench kind of thing. I feel like she needs a lot more in the way of sort of greens and browns. So on the one hand, there's the historian side of me, who gets really bogged down in that the details have to be absolutely perfect. And then there's the other side of me that's like, why don't you just make shit for her? Just do it. You know, it's been fun. Making this dress, even redrafting the pattern, was actually really fun. And the best part was, because I'd cut it out in calico first, just the resized version, but not the lengthened one, so that I could figure out how much length to add to all the bits and if I needed to do any more tweaking. And I felt like that really helped me to understand the construction of it more. It's actually a pretty simple garment because it's just like a bunch of pieces sewn together. Really? Yeah. No. But, you know, it's not like when I'm learning that when sewing things for my dolls, rather than looking at it as one big thing, if I start looking at it as little bits all stuck together, that helps. I mean, it's kind of an obvious thing, but sometimes I get a little bit too bogged down in the details of the big picture. So it is the minutiae, but it's without trying to separate it from the big bit. I'm not making a hell of a lot of sense, but that's okay. I think I know what I mean. I think. But yeah, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this lady. I would really like to make her some leather corsets. But I don't think this particular dress, or at least this one, I don't think would work with corsets. It's just too bulky. However, this could work nicely as a sort of everyday dress or something. You know, okay, I know a lot historically people did not have a lot of clothes, but you'd probably have more than one dress. You might have two dresses, but you'd have more than one, because otherwise what do you wear on washing day? I have to fact check myself there, but I'm pretty sure that corroborates what I've read, and my various researchers. Yeah, it's a Monday. Why am I trying to make a video on a Monday? I don't know. It's the first time in ages I've actually felt like making a video. I don't know. Things have just been a bit shit, so... But that's life and being an adult. Stay. Yeah, so... what else? I'm knitting this very tiny scarf that you may have seen in some of my Blythe photos and that Annabelle was working on the other day. So I'm actually knitting it on these tiny little needles, because why not? And it's looking pretty good. It's some leftover sock yarn from some socks that I made, dyed by a lady I know in Wellington, Tash. She owns Holland Road Yarn Company, and she's awesome, and I think I can call her my friend because we know each other well enough to give each other hugs when we see each other. So if you ever want to buy hand-dyed yarn, you know, that's not from me, because I'm not listing it anymore, then Tash, she's brilliant, and her colours are just so much fun. Like, this is just so much fun. And I love the way it's striping as it knits up. I don't think it was intentional, but it's just what's happened with the way that the colours pull. I don't care, and it looks great. So, yeah. I could tell you a little bit about Annabelle's character, but it's not... I don't know. Let me know if you want me to make a video about her and her story, or maybe I should wait until there's a couple more characters. So there is a very special there's a very special lady, my lily cat Lilas, who I will be paying off this week, and so will hopefully arrive before the end of the year, because who knows what customs will do. And then I also have another doll on layaway from another Dolly YouTuber, and I am super freaking excited because he is going to be a very, very important character in Annabelle's story. I think I've already spoken about this. Again, I don't watch my videos, so I can't remember. I'm sorry. Yeah. And since playing with her outfits and playing with her, it has helped come up with some really good ideas with regards to her story. So that's cool. But yeah, I'm just getting a bit bogged down in the how do I want her to look. And it seems like I can hear the not insane part of my mind going, seriously, Kate, just get over it. Just make her whatever the fuck you want. She's your doll. She's here to be played with. You know, you're not just gonna put her on a shelf and leave her there. I did kind of feel like I would do that a bit more with the BJD than with the Blythes, because the Blythes are so, they're very tactile, they're very easy to play with. Their heads are so ridiculously huge and cuddly that you just can't not touch them. And whereas I feel like I was feeling a bit more hesitant to pick Annabelle up when I first got her. Now I carry her around, I sit with her on the couch, I cuddle her. My husband thinks I'm bonkers, but well, he should have known that by now. It's only been like, what, 7, 8 years of marriage? I think we've been together 11 years or something. Yeah, he should definitely know that by now. So, oh, she's so pretty. And I really like her green eyes. She definitely needed green eyes. And I put little fake pearls on the strings, and I think it looks really cute, and I'm really pleased with this dress. I did make shoes. They were on my Instagram post. I'll try and splice them in at the end of this video. Pro tip. Don't draw around your template on the inside of the leather that will be on their foot. With biro, if it's a crap biro, that will then rub off on your foot. Oops. So yeah, I've kind of washed them. I don't really know what I'm doing, and it was out of the bag of scraps that I got. It was one of the scrappiest scraps, so I don't mind as much if I ruin those shoes, but I was a bit upset about getting her feet mucky. I think I've got most of it off now, and to be honest, I'm gonna isopropyl her or whatever. I'm gonna have to clean her before I spray her, and she's getting grubby from being handled all the time. Yes, I keep putting my hand up her skirt to hold her. It's like, ooh, la la la. You don't look too unimpressed, but you don't look impressed either, huh? Yeah. So any tips? I guess I know, you know, the usual cleaning, and people are always using acetone. I have isopropyl in the house because I use that on my Blythes. You can't use acetone on Blythes' faces because, you know, it will melt their faces or something. I don't know. I didn't try it. I didn't want to try it. Isopropyl I am happy with. You can just get it from the pharmacy for like $5. Although they take your name because you can use it to make methamphetamine or something. I don't know. I'd rather just do Dolly face-ups. I'm not a drugs person. Especially that kind of shit. So I'm guessing that if I just give her a bit of a wipe with the isopropyl, that should work, or I think I have to wash it with like dishwashing liquid before I do her spraying and body blushing and whatnot and thingamybobs. Oh, I got some lovely pastels for doing her body blushing and stuff. Schminky pastels, I am a convert. So, and I get a great discount because of working at an art school. So, oh, and I've probably got a second job now, so yay, more doll money! It will mean that I have less time at home with my dolls, but at the same time, it means more money. Yeah. More money, more dollies. Or we call them doll-ers now. And my phone's just telling me I only have 20% battery, and I'm not sure how that happened, but okay. Oh, here's a handy cable. Haha! Awesome. There we go. Okay, I should go now because I'm just going blah, 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 blah at you. But have a lovely week, and do let me, do comment with costume ideas, or if you've got any that you've seen for your MSDs or minifees. I probably will have seen all of them because I've been spending every spare moment on Pinterest going, yes, yes, yes. Sorry, I got interrupted by a call. I was just saying, if you've drawn anything that you think would be really inspirational, or you've seen things that look really inspirational, please let me know. I've been obsessing over Martha Boers, I think her name is. Boers. I kind of suck at pronunciation sometimes. I really try, and then I embarrass myself, and then I just want to hide. But she does these amazing outfits, like Celtic tunics and kilts, and with the plaid and the just awesomeness, and yeah. So if I could ever get hold of one of those, I would be like, fuck yes, take my kidney. I don't have any money, but oh, and here's my soul as well. Take my soul. I want that outfit for my MSD, for my minifee. But yeah, so okay, everyone take care. Have a lovely week, and I hope to hear from some of you soon. And bye.